Yeah, I think his run is over. He may. There's been speculation of him going back to TNA for one final run in TNA,
I can see that.
which is why he renewed the patents that he
Yeah.
had. He could keep it when he goes back over, which would make sense. Everything lines up perfectly. But again, I don't believe everything I see on the internet. Not everything. Some things.
Here's a few things, right? He has shown up in TNA twice recently, which is a very weird thing to do if you're not going to go back. He set up an angle with their current world champion, Satana. Like literally like when he was there last. So I can see him going. I can see like losing this match, and again, it based on the run that he had, he's completed everything he wanted to do in WWE. Wrapped it all up nicely, puts Gunther over as a career ender, right? 2 legitimate stars and Goldberg. And you know, everybody benefits from this. AJ can go over, have one final run in TNA, probably win the world title, and be like, right, I've done everything I wanted to do, or make Santana like the biggest star because he beat AJ Styles. That makes the most sense. Now, what doesn't make sense, and again, folks, look, not to talk down to anybody, but if you believe he's going to AEW, you need your head examined. That's not happening. There's no way that's happening, right? It's just not. And the reason why is like AJ does that, he poisons his relationship with WWE. He's not going to do that. It means he won't be able to go back to TNA. Doesn't want to do that either. I'm sure that Tony would probably love that, but at the same time, his body's breaking down. The reason why he's retiring is because he can't do a lot of the stuff that he was able to do. He can't do the spiral tap, which I don't know, Christopher, have you seen the spiral tap?
I have not.
It's a spinning 450 splash from the top rope. It's incredible. As I said, his TNA run is where you see the phenomenal AJ Styles. WWE run is incredible, but the phenomenal AJ Styles was in TNA. So yeah, I've watched a couple of interviews with him, and he's like, look, I can't do a lot of stuff I wanted to do. I'm getting older, blah, blah, blah. He wants to go out on his own terms. And to me, it really seems like the guy who built TNA wants to finish in TNA. So I would not be shocked if WWE were like, look, your contract's finished up. You can have these patents, but still work in, and that's the only thing that makes sense. I can't see him going, yeah, I'm going to flush all this down the toilet to go to AEW for a payday, which he's already getting a lot of big paydays from WWE and from TNA. So it's just silly, no one's put together a good argument as to why AJ Styles would go to AEW. I just can't see it. Look, if this had been 10 years ago, yeah, more than likely, right? But it's not 10 years ago. It's now.
And even then, you've got some old or some previous AEW talent that's in WWE. They're probably going, no, don't do it. You got Jay Cargill. You've got, you had Andrade there for a minute. And of course, you have CM Punk, who are probably like, don't do it. It's not worth it.
Well, that's actually a really good point I didn't even think of. He is really good friends with Punk, and Punk's like, no, what do you think I left?
Yep.
Like that's actually that's a fantastic point. I didn't even consider that. Yeah, you're right. The guy who he's literally friends with is like, no, don't do it. So it just doesn't make sense. But what does make sense is Gunther beats him. I hope it's not with a tap out. I hope he actually does just get the pinfall on him, because